Yes!
The Beyond Light expansion brought us a brand new public event exclusive to the newly introduced destination, Europa, and it's known as the Crux Convergence. It's a pretty simple public event, but in this video, I want to teach you how to make it heroic. So yeah, let's go ahead and get it in. Alright, so when this public event kicks off, a bunch of Fallen will fly in from a skiff alongside 3 Fallen Brigs. The Brigs are a new enemy type introduced in Beyond Light, and for reference, they're basically smaller versions of the Insurrection Prime boss from the Scourge of the Past raid. You'll notice that the Brigs will be surrounded by a blue aura, which means that they'll be impervious to damage until you stand within the capture ring with a Crux of Darkness floating above it. Stand inside the ring until it hits 100% in order to remove the blue aura from one of the Brigs. And just so you know, capture progress will increase more rapidly if other Guardians are inside of it with you. Now, if you look at the Crux of Darkness, you'll notice that there are 3 of those weird looking drone looking things around it. 2 of them are repairing it and 1 of them is flying around it at the speed of light. The drone that refuses to stop moving is the one that'll be incredibly difficult to kill, so I would suggest throwing an area of effect grenade at the Crux of Darkness, such as a solar or vortex grenade or a rocket launcher, and the splash damage should kill them all. Now, if you're a good shot, you probably won't have that hard of a time killing a moving drone, but it'll be annoying to kill nonetheless. So after you capture one of the rings, one of the Brigs will lose its blue aura and it'll become vulnerable to damage. Destroy it and move on to the next capture ring. Destroy the drones, rinse and repeat. It's probably pretty obvious at this point in time, but every time you capture a ring, another Brig will lose its shield. So if you do the math, you have to capture 3 rings to remove the shields off of all 3 of the Brigs. By the time you make it to the 3rd ring, you would have already killed the final trio of drones, which will trigger the heroic version of the public event. If the notification that the event became heroic wasn't a big enough indicator, the arrival of a gigantic Fallen Brig definitely will be. The giant Brig will spawn roughly around the same time that the 3rd and final of the 3 original Brigs will lose a shield, so you'll undoubtedly end up destroying them roughly around the same time. Also, it's something else that I noticed. If you fail to kill all the drones at one of the capture rings, 3 extra ones will spawn at the next one. But if you don't kill the extra drones at the next ring, you'll miss the opportunity to make the public event heroic. Now, if you already didn't know, there's a triumph belonging to the Splinter Triumph seal, known as Fallen Brig Brigade, and it asks you to defeat 50 Brigs during the Crux Convergence public events. There's 2 main things that I want you to pay close attention to if you're about to go for this triumph. Number 1, you will not receive progress for this triumph unless you are in a fire team. This means that you have to be in the same session as a person who invited you to theirs or somebody that you invited to yours. This triumph doesn't care about how many people are in your fire team, so you can literally have 1 other person with you and you'll receive progress for it. Number 2, only the Fallen Brigs that appear in the public event count towards this triumph. This means that the high value target Brigs that spawn on Europa will not count at all, so don't waste your time farming them over and over in hopes that you'll get the triumph done faster. The most optimal way to complete this triumph is to do 12 heroic versions of the Crux Convergence public event and 1 regular one. Every time you do this, you'll have the opportunity to kill 4 Brigs. That's the 3 small ones and the 1 giant one that gets summoned after killing all the drones. Destroying 4 Brigs in 12 heroic public events will equate to 48, meaning that you only have to destroy 2 more, and since 3 of them spawn without the event being heroic, you won't have to make the final one heroic at all. Fortunately, the Splinter Seal isn't going anywhere, so you got plenty of time to work on this triumph. Well, everybody, that does it for this one. I really enjoyed putting this guide together, and I hope that this video will make understanding the Crux Convergence public event easier for you. Anyways, if you made it to the end of this video and enjoyed what you watched, do me a favor and thumb rush to that like button until it turns blue. And if you're new to my neck of the woods, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and click that bell icon so you don't ever miss a video of the most elite gaming content. But with that being stated, 1LHD is over and out. Y'all take it easy.
Everything lies asleep in these streets, but the sun's rising and it can redeem you and me. Don't you wanna feel something?